Imagine opening your door and being welcomed by a robot that smiles, talks, and even shows emotions. A few years ago, this sounded like science fiction, but today, humanoid robots are already here, evolving faster than ever and getting closer to becoming part of our daily lives. In this video, I'll take you through some of the most advanced humanoid robots in the world, what they can do, and where we might see them in the near future. Let me start with Ameca, created by Engineered Arts in the UK. Ameca is considered the world's most expressive humanoid robot. She can raise her eyebrows, smile naturally, and even look surprised or confused. The first time I saw Ameca was at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and honestly, it felt like talking to a real person disguised as a machine. I actually have a full video about that event here on the channel if you want to see her in action. Ameca is designed to be a platform for artificial intelligence and human interaction, and at technology fairs she never fails to amaze visitors. But while Ameca focuses on human connection, the next robot aims for something very different. Tesla is developing Optimus, also known as the Tesla Bot. Optimus is designed for physical work. The goal is clear: robots that can move boxes, carry tools, and eventually help at home. Elon Musk has said many times that Tesla wants to mass-produce Optimus just like cars, making humanoid robots affordable for companies and maybe one day for families. Optimus keeps improving, walking more naturally, balancing better, and handling objects with greater precision. Would you trust a robot like this to work in your home or in your company? Now let's move to China, where things get even more surprising. The Unitree H1 is one of the fastest humanoid robots ever built. Unitree first became famous for their dog-like robots that could run, jump, and climb. I saw some of their demos at tech events and they are seriously impressive. With the H1, they brought that experience into a humanoid form. The result is a robot that walks fast, adapts quickly, and performs athletic moves that most humanoids can't. Imagine rescue operations where humans can't enter, or logistics centers where robots like the H1 work nonstop. That's the future Unitree is building. Another fascinating project is Figure 01, developed by Figure AI. Their ambition is huge: create a general-purpose humanoid robot that can work in warehouses and industries. Backed by major investors, this project shows how much faith big tech companies have in the future of humanoid robotics. For me, it's fascinating to see how different the goals are. Some companies focus on interaction, others on replacing labor in tough environments. And then there's Atlas from Boston Dynamics. If you've ever watched a video of a robot doing flips and running like an athlete, that's Atlas. I've followed Atlas for years, and every time Boston Dynamics publishes a new demo, I can't believe how human-like the movement looks. Atlas can jump, balance on one leg, and even perform parkour. It's not designed for commercial use, but it's a window into what robots may be capable of in the near future. Honestly, Atlas feels less like a machine and more like a gymnast in robotic form. Not every humanoid robot is built for strength or agility. Some are designed for everyday interaction. Pepper and NAO are two examples I've also seen in exhibitions. Pepper recognizes faces, answers basic questions, and welcomes people in shops and airports. NAO is smaller but very popular in schools and therapy. These robots may not look as impressive as Ameca or Atlas, but they already help thousands of people around the world, from children learning languages to patients needing social support. Of course, with progress comes debate. Should humanoid robots replace human workers? How do we make sure they remain safe and ethical? Experts are divided. Some say humanoid robots will improve productivity and safety. Others worry about unemployment, dependence, or people forming bonds with machines that only simulate emotions. What do you think? Are humanoid robots the solution to our problems, or the beginning of new ones? Let's talk about practical applications, because this is where it gets even more exciting. In healthcare, humanoid robots could support nurses and doctors, assist elderly people at home, or even offer companionship to those who live alone. In education, they could work as teaching assistants, making classes more interactive and fun. In industry, humanoids could take on dangerous jobs in construction, warehouses, or nuclear plants. In exploration, NASA already experiments with humanoids for missions in space and under the ocean. And in daily life, it's easy to imagine robots helping with chores, entertaining children, or supporting people with mobility issues. These are not science fiction scenarios anymore. They're being tested today. What's clear to me is that progress in humanoid robotics is unstoppable. Every year, new prototypes appear, stronger, faster, and smarter than before. I've seen some of these robots up close at international fairs, and believe me, the future is coming faster than most people expect. Ameca, Optimus, Unitree H1, Figure 01, Atlas, Pepper, and NAO are just 7 examples of how different companies are shaping the same dream. Machines that look and act like us. Some focus on communication, others on utility, and some on companionship. Together, they show us a future where humans and machines live and work side by side. Would you feel comfortable with a humanoid robot at home or in your workplace? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more documentaries about technology and innovation. I've also uploaded walkthroughs of major technology fairs on this channel, where you can see many more robots and innovations in action. Make sure to check them out too. Maybe one day we'll look back and realize this was the exact moment when humanoid robots stopped being prototypes and started becoming part of our lives.